Good evening, y'all. Good evening, everybody. I'm Classy Lady. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. On my channel, I have about 3 rules. No disrespect, no racial comments, and no derogatory comments. Anybody's free to drop down in the channel. Just say hi. I acknowledge you, and then if you want to engage in the conversation that we're talking about, or if you know somebody or something that I'm talking about and you just want to share, feel free to do that. I am a partner with YouTube now. I do have available memberships. I have 3 levels: $1.99, $2.99, and $3.99. $1.99 is just classy. $2.99 is classy ladies and gents, and the 3rd level is the classy elites. So you could pick, choose which whatever you want to. Also, there are super chat, super stickers available, and by obtaining the membership, the super chat, super stickers, you should have a little $sign at the bottom of your screen, bottom right side. It may be flashing. It might be say pick me. But you hit the $sign and you'll see where it says memberships, and then you'll also see 2 other spaces where it may say super chat, super stickers. One you can leave a message on. If it's your birthday, you may say, shout me out, it's my birthday. But that's through a super chat, a super sticker, or a membership, a purchase membership. Those super chat, super stickers go anywhere from 99 cents all the way up to $500. So when you click on it, make sure, I've done it to give someone money, a donation, and it's like $20. So I didn't want to give $20. So you move the gauge to the left and it'll go down different denominations, and you pick that denomination what you want. Or you could do the 20, and then, or you can go up and it goes up to 500. You can do that as well. So that's on both of the super chat, super stickers. So I am being a partnership. I have to announce that. And also there may be a little gift box at the bottom. You hit the gift box. There's different type of emojis, and then at the top it has a thing where you hit, and you can purchase how many of the little gifts you want. Now once you purchase the little gifts, I normally purchase the $9.99, and then you go down and you give whichever one you want. Now it'll tell you how many diamonds that it'll use. So you don't want to buy 700 and turn around and give 500 at one time. What you do is you give a little bit at a time, or you can do 2 or 3 at a time. So that's the gifts. Then when you're watching my replay, there is a little heart box at the bottom and has a $sign. That's called super thanks. You can always donate that way as well. So being that I am a YouTube partner, I must announce those things to let y'all know what's going on. So like I said, welcome to my channel, and let me acknowledge the people that's come in so far. Hey Zell, hey Sharon, hey Lex, Riri, Dove's Hand, I'll say Adams, hey, how you doing? Hey Beverly. For me to shout you out, you need to purchase a membership or do a super chat, super sticker. I'm not going to just shout people out anymore for birthdays. Hey Donald, how you doing? Hey Fireburst, how you doing? Make sure you subscribe or consider purchasing a membership. That would greatly help my channel out. So since I've been monetized, I do need the memberships. I do need the subscription. Subscribe is free. The thumbs up is free. The membership you purchase, the super chat, super thanks, you purchase that also. So if you want a birthday shout out, anniversary shout out, you need to purchase a super chat, super sticker, membership, and then I'll shout you out. I can't do free promotions because it's not serving me any purpose. So with that being said, I have 14 thumbs up, 21 likes. Can the rest of y'all in the bushes, on the roof, in nosebleed section, either drop down and say hello or go ahead and hit the like button. It don't charge you anything. That's free. I'm based in Texas. Where are you? Hey, Tashana. Yeah, you could do that if you want to wish him a happy birthday. But for me to say it is, unfortunately, the shout outs really come from the supporters, are the ones that's been supporting me. You in Europe? You're across the pond. Okay, okay. Y'all consider subscribing to my channel and also purchasing a membership. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. My title was Children Under the Stairs, Children in the Closet, Children Under the House. I couldn't get that one on there. Yeah. And I did that. Oh, happy April Fool's Day. April 1st. April Fool's Day. I'm pretty sure some of y'all played some pranks. I saw one of the content creators play the prank. Anyway. Did y'all play a prank on anybody today? I haven't did that in so long. I don't even know how to be a jokester anymore. Being that I'm not in the workforce like I was. You know, you can come up with stuff, or you hear somebody say something and then say April Fools, or if you're around teenagers or young adults, they come up with some slick stuff and you can kind of piggyback off of them, but I don't know anything. Oh, okay, it's 3 a.m. What are you doing up so late or so early? Yeah, a lot of people forgot about April Fool's Day. I have a cousin, today is his birthday. I had 3 people close to me yesterday, their birthdays was on the 31st. And then I knew my cousin's birthday, and I had a classmate birthday today. So yeah, you kind of, as you get older and you forget about that stuff, the stuff we used to do and the stuff we used to talk about. We forget about that. Hey BCU, hey, how you doing? Welcome. I ain't seen you in a minute. BCU, I do have memberships available now, and super chat, super stickers that you can be a part of. The winning team over here, the classy ladies, the just classes, or the classy elites, would be a membership, a monthly membership. The super chat, super stickers is if you want to bless my channel. It does create revenue for me, and I also split it with YouTube. Hey Valentine baby, good evening, how you doing? Yeah. So anyway, y'all other 4 people that just watch me, I know I'm cute. Go on, hit the like button. 5 people now. Y'all go on, hit the like button. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with what I was gonna talk about. You know, being able to have a baby, bring life into the world, it's a gift. It's a blessing. A lot of people, parents, take that for granted. They mistreat their children, and maybe it's a generational curse. Some of it is a generational curse, but you would think that if things happen to you while you were a child, that when you become an adult, you would want to do better. But it don't always happen that way. You don't know what be on people's mind. Some of it be postpartum depression after they have the kids. Some of it is demon possession. And then some people are just downright greedy for money and just downright just sad the way they do children. Oh, thank you. I be trying to think of something to put on. I have a ton of jewelry, and I have to feel what I'm gonna put on when I put it on. Yeah, and these two pieces, they're two separate, but first time winner. So that's why I say I have a lot. I can put on a new piece every day. Hey Rebecca, I'm doing well. How are you? I'm missing somebody. This thing is. Hey Faith, how you doing? Just a girl loves a banana ball. Thank you. Thank y'all for stopping by. Make sure you subscribe, which is free. I'm also promoting my memberships, which I have 3 levels: $1.99, $2.99, and $3.99. Elevator has guardrails. That's the second April Fool's joke I done heard today. So happy April Fool's Day to you too. Like I said, I do have memberships, super chat, super stickers, super thanks, gift box. So I must keep promoting that because I've become a YouTube partner and they want us to sell the product. Hey Victoria, thank you. I do too. And same to you. Hope the Lord bless you too as well. Why would you think something happened to Janet Jackson? That's new to me. Is that an April Fool's joke? But as far as I know, she's alive and well. So yeah, people do things to children for a different reason. And then we have lovable people. Here we go. Here we go. Go for K. I don't know why the dog stopped surfing. You too, Victoria. Hey, Viola, how you doing? Hey, Lady Justice. That's cute, Gopher. That's cute. Hey, Mary. No, I'm not Janet. Thank you for the compliment, though. Thank you for the compliment. So, people do cruel stuff to kids. And especially little kids are innocent. I'm going to tell you something that I know that happened here. I told y'all once upon a time, a lady that lived here, she lived close to NASA, and I guess she was a housewife, and she had 5 kids, and her husband, I'm assuming he worked for NASA somewhere. He had a good job in order for them to have 5 kids and her to be able to stay at home with them. Hey Trina, how you doing? I don't know what went through her head. I guess she was still dealing with postpartum depression. That's the first thing they like to holler. But you holler that, but then you don't want to get any help. People tell you to get some help, and you bad off because there are all kind of therapists and psychologists, psychiatrists that can help you with that. So anyway, she had the 5 kids or whatever, and she drowned all 5 of those kids. And the last one was the oldest, and he ran from her. She had to actually run after that one. And she drowned them one by one, dressed them up, laid them all across the bed. And when the husband called to check on him or check on her or whatever, she told him that she had unalived the kids. You know, of course he's gonna be like, what? What you do? Nah. Yeah. Unalived them. So some told him to come home because I guess he knew that she was dealing with that depression. And he came home and she did it. They were all five laying across the bed from oldest to youngest and fully dressed. Yeah. Yeah. So she was claiming it was postpartum depression and all that stuff, but I don't know if he told her. Sometimes men can be insensitive too. And then if you had postpartum depression after each one of them kids, like when you had them, why did you keep having children? If you know that you go through this every time you have a child, why did you keep having it up until 5 kids? Is that you like the idea of carrying the kids? Did you like the idea of them being babies and watching them grow? Something was off with you. Something clicked off in your mind. You just checked out on life because it's no way that I could have put my children, each one of them, in the tub and drowned them. You didn't change the water. So if they threw up, they had an accident, they all was drowned in the same tub. Yeah. And some people don't believe in God. And I would say that would be your biggest cheerleader. To pray. God is your biggest cheerleader. And then, you know, like I said, if you need to seek like professional help or talk to somebody, there's always people out there. People out there. But hey Sharon, all right. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I need that. I need it. Desperately. Yeah, but some people don't want to get the help. Some people don't believe in God and they don't pray. But that was, you know, that was one situation. She went to prison for a long time. Then, you know, parole hearing and stuff came up. She got denied. Well, she don't need to get out. She really don't. I think it came up last year or a year before. Yeah, for her to get out, she got denied. Of course, the husband divorced her, and he was remarried. He had gotten remarried. After a while, he, you know, kind of faded out in the scene. You wouldn't hear about him and see him or anything like that. He faded out in the scene, but he did get married. So if he's still with his wife now, I don't know, because they haven't, you know, did no feature or anything on it. So yeah, that was one thing that happened, that, you know, that was on TV or whatever. But it I don't know what these women be doing. I don't know if these men don't pay them no attention. These men leave them. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of women out here that have single, raised children, more than one child without a man. Without a man. These days, women with children can get a man faster than a woman without kids. I don't understand that. I don't understand that equation. you don't have any kids, they run from you. They'd rather go with the woman with kids. And it seems like the more kids they have, the woman has, the more that man is in and in and in, the more they're in tune to the woman. Uh, I don't know if it gives them like a safe haven, or they don't have to worry about food. Um, and they'll move in with them. I don't understand that. You know, somebody help me. Yeah, don't take care of his own, but to move in with somebody else and help take care of theirs. Which some of them, I don't think they're giving too much. I think they're falling in with the women that are on housing and food stamps and things of that nature. And he tells her what he wants to eat, and he can stay locked up in the room where the kids is out there. They could be tearing the house down, but he be in the room or whatever. Or he come there when he want to, got a game, play those games all day, and call himself hustling and stuff like that. And some of them work. Some of them have jobs, but that keeps them from having to pay rent somewhere. And will be with you for a long time and won't elevate you. Y'all can't grow together. You get nothing out of it but a wet behind. And yep, all that's coming up, elevator. Hey, kiss this ring. Hey, love, Levette, how you doing? Yeah. Yes, I am. Elevator. I am. I'm a true believer. But we're not talking about that right now. But I am, to answer your question. That's good, you good. Yeah. But yeah, a single woman these days have hard time getting a man because you don't have any kids. Or if you got one child, they want somebody with a bunch of children so they can move in, for one, so they don't have to pay any rent. They don't have to worry about food because she's getting a boatload of food stamps. And if she have a piece of car and he don't have a car, he takes her car and he can go riding and do it because she's stuck at home with all those kids. Or they get or once the child becomes 13 or 14, they want the 13 or 14 to be the babysitter and keep all these kids while they go out there and shake their behind. I know of one particular lady that stripped. She have 9 kids. 9 kids. Let me see. How many baby daddies? She got a set of twins. I'll say about 7 baby daddies. And she a stripper. And she stopped. I don't know. She goes every now and again. If the money is right, she gonna strip. I mean, she gonna dance the pole. And she done went got her some butt injections, so her booty jiggle like Jello. It jiggles and wiggles like Jello. And men get with her because of that. And they'll say they like women with fat behinds. They like the women with the the BBLs and big breasts and stuff. And even though they know it's not real, but I guess that gives them up here opposed to a man here that don't have a woman with that. But you don't have nothing but somebody being ran through. That woman got 9 kids. 9. She go whichever way the wind blows. With whatever boyfriend that want to be with her, that's going to feed her, buy her cigarettes, and buy her some alcohol. That's who she going to fall in love with. Now, he may go out there and work hard, but she not doing nothing. She got 9 kids. All of them in school. except for about one or two. So she don't have to worry about that. Hey, Katrina, let me go up here and miss some folk. I kissed this ring. Hey, everyone's friendly. Thank you. Who is this? Santia? Santia? Hello, how you doing? And Katrina. I think I got everybody. Yeah. But, yeah. So, whoever is the highest bidder, whether they live out of town or not, you send me a plane ticket, a bus ticket, you send for me. He might be going to an event where it's got these other guys and they got bad women and he don't have one. So he basically paying for an escort. So you go out of town. You don't know this man from a. You don't know this man from Adam. You may have interacted with him on the phone or whatever. You go out of town and you like a little child. Somebody else pick you up, take you around, show you around, him and his fiance or wife or whatever. And you looking out the window and you want to go to, say, Players Club or Dollhouse that's in that state that's big. And I've always wanted to dance here. So you went down there for one, stayed overnight or whatever y'all did. When I got drunk, got high, had a good time for a night or two or whatever, then you was ready to go. Yeah. So they go with the highest bidder. They don't care. As long as they can make some money, they having a good time, they can get high on these perks and fentanyl and alcohol. They don't care. Yeah, a can of paint. Yeah, they don't care. But meanwhile, you wonder why your child is acting strange because somebody could have came over there or they outside or whatever and touched them. But you don't know why your child is rebellion, acting strange, or doing the things that they're doing. Yeah, then touch them. So you got those type of I call them mammies, and then you got the other type of mammies that unalive their kids. Case in point, one of them unalive her kids. I guess because her and the baby daddy wasn't getting along. But when he did come to check on his kids, she said that they were missing. So, she called him, tell him the kids are missing or whatever, make this big lie up. They get the police involved and all this stuff. They get to searching for the kids. Just something didn't sit right with the daddy. It didn't sit right with him. And I don't know if she confessed or what she did. But when she told him where the kids was. Y'all guess. Put a guess to where the kids were. Y'all put a guess in one, Hey, Gloria. Y'all put a guess in the chat of where y'all think those kids were. Come on, y'all, don't be shy. I know y'all can hear me. Just take a wild guess where the kids could have been. They missing. So they call the police and everything. They want to know where they at. Okay, the river. Yeah, what's some in the river? The car. No, come on, give me some more guess. Train. This is not an April Fool's joke now. This is a real story. It's a real story. Who is that? Was that Royalty Queen? Thank you, Royalty Queen. Y'all take a wild guess. Hey, Michelle. We're talking about children being mistreated. Garbage dumpster. No, not them. Okay, y'all ready for me to tell y'all? Drop a one in the chat. Y'all ready for me to tell y'all, or y'all got some more guessing y'all want to do? Y'all drop a one and I'm going to tell y'all. Okay, Sharon want me to tell. Trina want me to tell. Don't be shy, y'all. I'm going to tell you. Gloria. Okay, so since I got 3 people that want me to tell, no, they wasn't in the alley. My night is going good. Come here. Let me tell y'all what it was at. Under the house. Under the house. The house sat on those, those cinder blocks. You know those wooden houses that sit on those cinder blocks? Yeah. 3 kids in plastic bags under the house. Why she had to do that to them babies? Yeah, it's a doggone shame. Why did she have to do that to them babies? Why they can't give the children away if you don't want them? Why? I don't understand. Put them in foster care. I know it's a lot of kids in the foster care, and I know that sometimes they don't get placed in good homes and things of that nature. But I have a niece that fostered. I have a niece that get exchange students from different countries. Like, look, teenagers and stuff. She had 2 girls. One lived in Spain. One was from Brazil. Because she's teaching her oldest son. When he was a little something, they lived in Madrid. And she started him speaking Spanish that young. My nephew has been to Madrid to friends of theirs for when she was teaching. And they've always kept in touch, by computer, whatever. Now, baby, we was praying hard when we knew that he was going over there for the summertime. But she let him go. He flew by himself. We told him to upgrade him to first class. So she got him a first class ticket. I think she could prepay for his food or whatever. She talked to him the whole time until, she let him go to sleep. And, of course, she was able to, get him all the way there. And then the people picked him up. And he stayed for the summertime. And he would, call his mama and FaceTime her and everything was good. And, hey, loving my grandsons. And she, he had a good time. He learned more Spanish and started speaking fluently in Spanish because of the friend and his mom and stuff like that. But my niece was a teacher over there. And so he came back. And, of course, she drilled him about everything. And he told her he was fine. He enjoyed himself. He wanted to go back. Well, he didn't go back the next year. The little boy came here. So that's what I'm saying. People can love people, no matter children, no matter what skin color, no matter where they from. You have to trust people. The girls came. Let me see. That was the second set. The first set she had, the girls stayed here for a while. They keep in touch. The kids love her. Hey, Bama. Hey, Matthew. The girls, the first one keeps in touch with them. They met in Spain last year in the summertime. Then she had two, and she had two to graduate from high school here. Went to the prom. She didn't know nothing about the prom, but my niece got her ready for the prom, pampered her and everything, got a dress, and I think she went solo, but she went to the prom. That was the best experience. So they both graduated, and then they went back home. So they still keep up with my niece. I don't know where they decided to go to college, but it must have not been here. But it don't take much to treat somebody right and know how to treat kids. You got to do a bunch of praying to let your child go way over yonder at about 10 or 11 and ride on that plane. But he did it. I say my little nephew, a little old soul. He did it, and what? He's 16 now. So now she has another exchange student, and he's a young man. And the thing I can say about her, she don't make them feel that they're different. They're family. That's how she treat them. When the children take family portraits, they usually take them like Christmas and all up. She have all of them dressed alike or whatever. She don't exclude that child. That child is in there dressed like her other boys, and their family. Now, I haven't met him, but I met the other three. But yeah, he's treated like family. When she go out of town, he goes out of town. Wherever they go, wherever her children go, and she keep them in church. Yeah. So it's the way you treat children and stuff like that. But I also work for a doctor, and she treated this young lady through her entire pregnancy. Treated her through her entire pregnancy. She had the baby. So she came, she made the doctor's appointment that she was having some problems or whatever. And she came, and my doctor was so prim and proper. She's still a pretty lady. And she went in there by herself, just a twisting. And sometimes when you go into the gynecologist obstetrician, they don't need an assistant. The assistant will come in there, set the room up. Or if they're doing a procedure and they want them in there, they feel some unease about it or whatever. So anyway, she went in there. Hey, Gigi, thank you for the floating heart. So she went in there, normal day. She went in there with her coat on and just twisting, throwing the hair. She got in there, she sat down, and she said, well, what are you coming in for today? She said, oh, you had your baby. She said, yeah, I had my baby. And she said, where did you have her at? And she told her the hospital or whatever. And then, so my doctor, so she said that she thinks she had an infection. So the doctor examined her, and of course she did. She had an infection, a stench or whatever. And she said, oh, when you going to bring the baby by to see me? I sure hate that, I didn't get a chance to deliver the baby or whatever. So who has the baby? And she said, oh, the baby's at home. So she said, oh, do your mama have her? No. She said, well, where's she at? She said, I dressed her up in a real pretty dress. and she in the closet. My doctor rolled that chair back. What? What is the baby doing in the closet? I had her, and she got to unalive some kind of way. That doctor hurried up and roll on that little, them little rolling stools, and came out and came and told me and another one of the other sisters that used to help her. She was like, "What?" She said, "What? Come on here. Don't say nothing. Y'all, who scheduled that crazy woman to see? Well, that's your patient." She said, "Oh my God. Oh my God." So she was so much in shock. She got one of the other gynecologists, obstetrician. She said, y'all not gonna believe this. Well, tell us. That girl done had that baby and unalived that baby, and said that she dressed the baby up in a nice, pretty little dress and put the baby in the closet. I ain't meant to call her no lie. I say, "You lying." I know you lying. She said, "I'm not going back in there with that crazy lady by myself." And we started laughing. We said, "Well, you the doctor. You the doctor." I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Call the police. Find a way to get her address and call the police. Do a welfare check. Pretty much held her there. Send the police over there. She lived with her mama. Police, she told exactly where the baby was. What the color dress and everything. They went over there. The mama was shocked. Went over there. So I guess she told the mama the baby was with the daddy, because the mama was inquiring about where the baby was. So since you told her where the baby was with the daddy, okay, she with the daddy. The baby was in that closet dead. She wasn't lying. It wasn't lying. That's what concluded on that welfare check. So of course somebody, came up there. That's cruel. That is so cruel. Why would you do that? If you didn't want that baby when you had that baby, I don't think she had the baby at the hospital. Because if she had the baby at a hospital, she wouldn't have had an infection like she did. Because ain't no hospital or no OBGYN is going to let you out of that hospital with no infection after you have a baby. I think she had that baby at home. Who knows? The cord could have been wrapped around the baby's neck when she delivered her. Why didn't you, when you start having contractions or start feeling away, why you didn't call the ambulance? Why? You didn't call the ambulance. So, just say the cord wrapped around the baby's neck when the baby was born, you still should have called the ambulance and let them handle it. So who cut the umbilical cord? You. You cut the baby food supply off. I don't know what she was thinking, y'all. Hey, Surrender, how you doing? Thank you. I don't know what the broad was doing. And she was young. She was young. That was her first baby. And I don't know. I don't know what she was doing. That was awful. Yeah. But I looked at her when she was coming in. So I saw her. You know, we scheduled her appointment because my doctor didn't like anybody scheduling the appointments for her. So we scheduled it. Yeah. So that was a shocker to us. Then she said, I'm not going back in there by myself with that crazy lady. Well, you won't have to go back in there and finish doing what you got to do. So then my other friend said, I'll go in there with you. She didn't even want her regular assistant to go in there. She wanted somebody that was going to have her back. So she went in there with her and they finished getting the information and stuff like that. And yeah, police came. Hey, Surrender, thank you for the floating heart. Yeah, so the police came in and escorted her out of the whole clinic. She had to walk out of there with all them people probably looking to see what was going on. But yeah, my doctor was so upset. She was so upset because she had took care of that, her, and that's why she asked her, well, you had the baby. Well, where's the baby? Where did you have what hospital did you go to? Because she wasn't on none of the rosters for one of the other doctors to deliver the child. So she made up a bogus story, and then doctor was like, I want you to bring her by so I can see her. I want to see the baby. And then that's when she broke down and said what she did. Why? Why? I like little babies when they little. When they that little, of course, they gonna cry, and that probably would drive me crazy. But when they that little, all they do is sleep, eat, and poop. And coo, coo, coo. Especially the ones these days. These little babies come out with their eyes open, holding their head up, tummy time and rolling over, looking at you, tumbling off the sofa, all kind of stuff. And then there's the ones that you talk to, and they goo goo goo, and just be so cute, just talking back to you like they having a conversation, like you know what they saying, but they just a coo coo cooing, and you just and then they get to the point where they start noticing if you I've been noticing like people filming their kids, and there's one that I think she's a year old now, but before she became a year, she knew that her dad would be filming her. And so when he set the camera up, and she always, the first thing she do, they could be laying in the bed, she gonna grab his glasses off his face. Always gonna grab his glasses off his face. And be yap, 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 and he'd be saying, you better not break my glasses, you better not break my glasses. But then when she look in the camera, she camera ready. And baby, she be cuckooing and waving them glasses and yang, 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 yang. She camera ready. She knows that she's looking at herself in that camera. Now, whether she knows it's a camera or not, all she knows is that she can see herself. And she really get the cooing, and she crawling all on him, and it's so cute, very cute little girl. And he's so proud of that child. He has others, but this is the one that he's at actually stick and stayed. And he talks to her like she really understands what he's saying. Now, when you go over to Nana house, don't give Nana no trouble now. I don't want to get a report when we pick you up that you done gave Nana a bad report, that you done been bad over there now. Don't you go over there and give Nana no hard time. And he talks to her, Oh, your grandbaby. Yeah. And one of my great niece, well, a couple of them. I remember the first one, my niece and her husband went on a cruise, and it was in August. And I'll never forget. I don't know if they was having a hard time, but they couldn't wait to go on that cruise, and the baby was here with me. And I don't know what it was about the corner And I told her, I said, bring her some toys to keep her entertained now. You know, I said, I got the snacks and the juice and all of that, and I'm going to feed her and stuff. But, you know, so she had the room was full of toys. Thank you, Yo-Yo. And full of toys. Why did she have to unpack her suitcase every day? Dump everything on the floor. Just pulling the clothes out. I'm putting them back in there. Putting them back in there. I told her, I said, you know what? I said, you better not take them clothes out of the suitcase, not no more. I said, because Nanny gonna get you. Thank you for the floating hearts. Thank you for all the gifts. Thank you for all the gifts. Yeah. And I told you better not take them clothes out of there no more. So then, hey, lovely T. So I'm in the kitchen trying to fix us something to eat or whatever to heat up. I look again. If she wasn't going from the kitchen where you can go through my kitchen and around to the former dining room and then you come back around and come around to the kitchen, I tell you, I lost that child a couple of times. She just going around and round. But when she finally decided to stop and help me, I say, what we gonna eat today? This child was standing in my refrigerator looking for to see what we were gonna eat. I say, so you find what we gonna eat? Because we was eating leftovers. And it was so funny. Just in the kitchen, then the stuff say you done just stood in my refrigerator with your little tennis shoes on and just holding on, looking. I said, well, did you find what you was looking for? Like she, thank you, Surrender. Like she know what she was doing. But that's why they trust me with their kids. Because I know I'm a good auntie. I'm a good auntie, yeah. So then comes the sister. I like them when they can't run all over. But I taught this one. I trained this one. We come in here. I close my door. I close my bathroom door. So the only place you can go is around the bed and on this side. So her toys and stuff was over here. And then I had a car seat in here. So I said that'd be a good little seat for her. Put a car seat in here. I would put it on the cartoons. I'd get her little baggie of goldfish and get her sippy cup. Sit a little sippy cup in a car seat. Give her a little goldfish. And she sit there and watch TV. I didn't have no problems out of her. So anytime we came, I trained her what to do. Sometimes I would walk in and I'd forget to close the door. She'd be up there trying to close the door. She closed that door, and I say, well, I'm going to see what else she going to do. Then she go to the bathroom door and get that door and pull it closed. So I had her down pat, and she wouldn't try to leave out the room or nothing. So, you know, it's a way to treat kids. It's a way to treat kids, and then for people to trust you with their kids. You know, there wasn't going to be no man here. I'm on a break. Now that she here, no. Because I don't know what you going to do. Y'all subject to do anything. I turn my head and you done something. And then she crying or hollering or whatever. And I asked her, what happened? I don't know why she crying. Yeah, you done something to her. So to keep me from going to jail about my great niece, I just won't have no company that week. No, I'll see you when she leave. Same thing when I got a little sister. She just hanging on me. Watching me on the phone. But a little nose kept running. I kept cleaning it. Y'all, and that little booger bear left from here. I was sick for 2 weeks. I don't know what I had. But can y'all imagine me losing my voice? My voice went completely out. I wasn't feeling bad, but whatever she had, I got it. And I couldn't talk for 2 weeks. I say, wow. Yeah, they be so cute when they let, and I like them when they little and they can't get out the bed, and all they'll do is, as long as you feed them or get them a bottle and change their diapers, and then they go right back to sleep, or they laying on you and go to sleep. Oh, I like them when they like that. Yeah, I like them when they like that. I really do. But yeah. So that was one. I had another one. Let me see what this other joker did. And then some of these people that get these foster kids, there was a lady and her husband, and they had 8 foster kids. And it's always somewhere you don't never see the kids come outside. You don't never see them around. They may bring food or something in the house. But they had 8 foster kids. And y'all ain't gonna believe where they was at. Take a guess. Take a guess where the 8 foster kids were. I'm gonna give you time. Take a guess. Let me know where you think the oh, come on, take a guess. I want y'all to take a wild guess on this one. Hey, Shirley. Viola. Come on, give me one more guess, and I'm going to tell y'all. One more. Come on, y'all. Y'all can repeat the answer. I don't care. Okay, Shirley. No, they wasn't dead. 11 of my grandsons, they were not under the bed. They were not locked in the room. Viola, you pretty much got it. Basement that was under the stairs. Basement under the stairs. Thank you. What I got? Thank you, Valentine baby. Y'all y'all hit that thumbs up on that gift that Valentine baby gave me. I appreciate that. They the basement, and they starved those children. They starved those children. They was eating each other feces and stuff like that. That was a true story. They were so malnutrition. I want to say they left and must have left the door unlocked. And one of the kids got out and got some help. And told him that his other brothers and sisters was in there. And when they went, when you get a policeman to cry, you know the conditions are awful. It was awful. They treated them kids like some animals. Like some animals. So now you know they had to get mental help. Those kids stayed in the hospital a good little while because they were malnourished. They had to get them up to body weight. They were a number of skin and bones. And then when, they got them, to a point where they could talk to them. And that's what they were saying a lot of times they survived on them. And there's always one when they get them out there, got an old crooked wig, one more booth wigs with the hair turned crooked and it's nappy and all matted. Y'all was enjoying the money for the foster kids that y'all was getting a month. What were they doing with that money? And left them kids down there to fend for themselves or to do whatever. Them kind of people, they need to lock them up and just forget about them. Just forget about them. Just forget about them. How can you be so cruel? The children, if you don't want them, let them go. Let them children go. Put them in the foster care. Put them, just call CPS on yourself. I don't want them. Take them. I don't want them. It'll be better off with somebody else. Let them go. Because 9 times out of 10, a family member is not going to want to take on your kids unless something has happened to you and the kids, they don't want to see the kids in foster care, like Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac and his brother was going to court where the brother was going. And they say, Bernie, we got to go to court because they're going to separate their sister's kids. So they went to court to the court proceeding and they was going to separate them. And Bernie Mac took them. So the Bernie Mac show is a real story. That's based on a real story. He did in real life take his sister's 3 kids. Because he told his brother, well, nah, we can't see him go like that. So what was supposed to happen, Bernie was supposed to get him for so long. And then the brother was supposed to get him. But of course, the brother made up some kind of excuse. So Bernie and his wife raised the kids. Now, their daughter, the only daughter, she was grown. She was grown and pretty much in college and stuff like that. Hey, Black T, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I sure do need these memberships. I surely appreciate that. I do need them. But yeah, but Bernie Mac, his TV show is based on what happened to him and his wife. He did end up taking over his sister's kids and raising. Yeah. He talk about him all the time. I watch his comedy show. He's somebody that I can watch over and over. I tell you, somebody else that came after them, way after them, is Bruce and Lavelle Crawford. If I could stand Lavelle when he be doing all that, you know. But I find them real funny. I really do. I could watch Bernie Mac all the time, Lavelle Crawford and Bruce. And it's some other ones that make me laugh. Cedric the Entertainer. I like to watch Martin in movies. But yeah, Bernie Mac did take on the responsibility of his kids. And the last one I'm going to tell y'all about, this was another cuckoo bird. Unalived a child. Put the child in the closet. What's up with these closets? What's up with these closets? And I guess the grandma wanted to know where the baby was. And guess what, y'all? Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Baby in the closet. Mama was running a home daycare center. She had a home daycare keeping other kids. And here her child and unalived her child and put the child in the closet. They finally, questioned her as to where the baby was. The baby was in the closet. And Mama said, I know there ain't no baby in my closet. They went to look. Another baby dressed all up in the closet. So I don't know if y'all grandkids and stuff come up missing, and y'all ask them women where them cheering at, or y'all sons, y'all check y'all closets. I ain't playing. Y'all check y'all closets. Under the bed, you know. Talk to your kids. Because if they don't want them, they have a Baby Moses Act, but the baby have to be like a newborn up to maybe a couple of months, because at the fire station they have this bin, this chute, and I guess they have a bell or something, and when you put that baby in that chute, it notifies the person that's there, and then they know that it's a baby in there. That's sad. That's sad. Like you mailing your child out to put your baby in a chute or a drawer, however they do it, and put your baby in there and push the thing in and just walk off. That's awful. Thank you, Black T. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. That's awful. To do your child like that. So, y'all, that I don't know why I was drawn to talk about that. I was thinking about something to talk about. And I said, you know what? Let me, like I say, I talk about stuff, but it always seems a story I can affiliate with something. And that was my affiliation about the at the doctor's office that day, and what happened, what we discovered, what we found out. And that was awful. Ooh, that was awful. But the doctor, she said, They called police. She said, I can't let this go undone, because it'll fall back on me. So we had to get the authorities involved. Somebody came up to the clinic. Somebody went to do a welfare check at the house. When they did the welfare check at the house, they say it's true. Take on that. Yeah. But that's bad. But y'all, I done been on here an hour. That was not an April Fool's, what I told y'all. I didn't mean to be somber or anything like that. Y'all check out my short. I did 2 shorts today. I changed from fall flowers out of basket that goes on my porch, and I put some little spring flowers in there. Y'all check out those 2 shorts I did today, and go through and watch some of my shorts and my lives and stuff like that. Give me thumbs up and whatever. But anyway, being that I'm a YouTube partner, I'm Classy Lady. Welcome over to my channel. If you're doing a replay, or if you've been here, I hope that I acknowledged everybody. I want to thank everybody for the floating hearts, the thumbs up, all the gifts, because I can't remember them all, and I don't want to leave nobody out. But everybody that purchased a gift and gave to me, and I want to thank the 2 new members, Valentine Baby and Black T. I need y'all. I need all the memberships I can get. I need all of them, because 5 were gifted. So once the month is ended, those 5 will fall off. So I wish they would, and I wish they'd let them stay, but they won't. So I'm pushing for memberships. I'm advertising the super chat, super stickers, the super thanks at the end of the videos. I'm not begging, but when you become a partner with YouTube, you have to push their products out. I don't know how to set goals. I promise y'all, if I do find out how you do it, I won't set a goal every day. I may set one once a week or one every 2 weeks. And if I do it like that, I may put 20 up there. But it won't be a everyday thing. No, because I know a lot of y'all I'm sharing with other people. And Have to be conscious of other people's pockets. Not counting your pockets, but conscious of what other people have responsibilities. So I do have to push the memberships, the super chats, super stickers, and super thanks. I did tell y'all, and this is optional what y'all want to do. Next week, next Friday, I want to have a virtual birthday party for myself, and I want to put my Cash App up. Now, if you don't want to Cash App me, if you want to do a super chat, super sticker, that's fine with me. But I would like for y'all to bless me with a birthday present. And then when I get the birthday present, the birthday money, I'm going to buy something, and it will be from y'all. It'll be a birthday present from y'all. So it will depend on how much Cash App I get next Friday. I am going to buy something with it, and it will be a gift from y'all, from my channel, my supporters. I promise you. Because trust me, Classy Lady don't get money from people and don't do nothing with it. Let it go out the window. I don't care if I got to get me a charm to go on my James Avery bracelets. I got 3. I need to fill this one up. So trust me, I put it at use. That's one thing I don't do. I like to see where my money go. But yeah, I just wanted to make that announcement. That's what I'm going to have going on next Friday. We're going to have a little celebration. Yeah. So with that being said, if you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. Consider subscribing to my channel. That's free. The membership, what you see in green, that's at $1.99, $2.99, or $3.99. I don't care which one of them you get, long as you become a member. It's cool with me. The super chats, super stickers, it goes from 99 cents to $500. Whichever way you want to go, to the left, to the right, it's fine with me because you're giving me. And then when you give me, I got to give YouTube a portion. Yeah. You don't get to keep it all. Got to give YouTube a portion. And y'all may hear people talking about threshold every month. They do have a threshold that you have to make $100 before you get a check. Y'all, I move mine. I don't care if I don't get a check every month. I don't want to be nickel and dime. I'm not big like that. When I become big, then I'll check every month. But as of right now, you might have to put 3, 4 together to get to that point. So whatever it takes. And like I told y'all, I came on here because I had a vision, and I didn't know it was gonna go this fast. I had no idea. All I know is I had to put content out, come on here, be consistent. Thank you. Have to be consistent. Thank you, Viola. Y'all heart that up and put a thumbs up on that. It's got a heart on here. Do I hit the heart too? Oh, that's my face. Yeah. So all I knew is come on here, share my testimonies, my personal testimonies. I still have some. I got to think of which ones I want to go ahead and let out. And just talk about everyday things, everyday life that we all can relate to. Because we never know. Like I said, people put stuff in the chat to help other people. And that's what I like. You know. Y'all have become my family. Y'all knowing more things about me. And trust me, these people try to attack me. Like Ross said, it's the truth. But I'm not saying anything on here that can't be repeated, that I can't repeat. You can't whoop me. I don't have no reason to lie. None. You can dig and dig and dig. Dig and dig and dig. You're going to come up with nothing. Yeah. So, I just like coming on here talking with y'all. And I struggle sometimes with finding things to talk about. Should I talk about that? Should I talk about this? And then, I got to get dressed. Because I'm not in clothes all day. I'm in pajamas all day. I'm lounging around. But today, like I tell people, go outside and hug the tree and touch the grass. I ain't go out there and hug the tree, but I touched the bush that was next to me. And it was so refreshing, y'all. Today was a beautiful day. It wasn't raining. The wind was blowing. Now they say we're gonna have 50-degree weather for Easter. This may be our last cold snap around Easter time. Normally we'll have one before. So, yeah. So, I hope y'all get a chance to, hey Chloe, I hope y'all get a chance to attend church. If not, like I told y'all, I always pray for, yeah, them kids come from trauma situations and then you gonna turn around and do more trauma on them? That's crazy. That is crazy to me. Okay, Yo-Yo, you may already been gone. Yeah, I love the Bernie Mac show. Yeah, Lavelle is hecka funny. Black tea. You know what? Speaking of pervert, they busted a ring here, and one of the people that was involved in the ring worked at what they call the Children's Museum here. I don't know if y'all have a children's museum where y'all, but they got all kind of stuff, life things and stuff the kids just constantly touching and playing with stuff, and he was some kind of video recorder in there. But he on there online, they doing online pornography. They need to find the highest tree and hang his britches and let him hang off that tree limb and just dangle. Just put him on the highest tree limb and hang him up there by his britches where he dangling, just dangle. Just cause you stupid. You work around children. And these teachers going with these young kids and fall in love with them. Fall in love with them. I know when I was going to school, some of them, them guys, they nice looking and stuff like that. And some of these teachers are young. Some of them are old, but you got some of those teachers are nice. They got like little nice little shapes. And these boys, try to holler at them, and then they get entangled with those teachers until somebody find out and tell on them. And it was one, I think she even got pregnant behind one of them. Yeah, she did. She went to jail, though. But the damage is done. I know one teacher that when we was going to school, he was dating this girl, my classmate. I don't know if other people picked up on it, but it was kind of obvious to me. Something was going on there. Instead, it went on afterwards, because she got a son by him. She sure do. She got a son by him. I think they wait till after, she got out of school or whatever, and they probably went full-fledged then. But yeah, he was dealing with that young girl. And they have a son. Sure do. That's crazy. Hey, Vanessa. That's crazy. But yeah, these teachers, and Black Tea, 1 year, it wasn't last year, but I think it was in 24. It seemed like every time you turned on the news, they had a teacher. They had a teacher. They had a teacher. They had a teacher. This school, that school. They racked up that year. Teacher, student. It was so bad. I said, God, dog, what they doing? Passing out okay passes or something? But yeah, in 24 they did it was a bunch of them. One of them, she was what, a cosmetologist in cosmetology. So you know it was a bunch of girls, and then I think she opened up a little business or whatever, and then her and her son was, you know, getting them in and stuff. She got caught, cosmetologists, and then some of them were just, just regular teachers and stuff. But it was like an epidemic going on, like where they do have a disease to, I don't, you know what? And then I'm going to let y'all go. I don't even want to date a man that's my daddy age. That's too old. That's too old. My daddy'll be 82, Lord bless, this month, 27 days from now. He'll be 82, God bless. I wouldn't want to date nobody my daddy age. That's too old for me. I know some people do it, and I know people do it, but I've always said that's too old. Give me maybe 10 years. My husband was 10 years older than me. Hell, he was childish too. I don't think his brain had developed, because some of the stuff he did, and not want to be responsible, and you had things you never had before. You just didn't want to do. You just didn't want to do right. And then long after divorce, well, man, I know I messed up. I should have. And my friends would always tell me, man, you messed up. You let that woman, that's the best thing ever happened to you. You used to wear these kind of shoes and dress like this, and you got with that woman and shoot, your whole attire changed. Your whole walking step, everything about you changed. But it was for the good. But these old men was trying to school him and tell him. He didn't want to listen. So, you do what you can do, and then you get tired. Yeah, you do what you can do, and then when you get tired, hey, let it go. Then they Leah, I'm sorry to hear about your mom passed away. Okay. Hey, ADHD, Anthony Lewis. Oh, I sure hope not. He gonna be too old. I'm sorry, Anthony. He won't be the one. If they don't do him like they did Biden his last couple of months. He getting too old now, partner. He ain't gonna be no 28. I'm sorry. He's already acting like he's senile now. Oh, you planted tomato? You know what? I want to have a garden, but I'm so scared of them critters. And my backyard don't have nothing back there. I've always wanted a garden, but I'm scared of them doggone critters, y'all. I'm scared. You sure right. People in the hospital that can't get out, that wish they could they looking out the window, just wish they could just be outside. And people don't understand that. They don't understand that until they get in the hospital and can't get out. And you got to wait for them to tell you when you can get out. Well, you might can get out tomorrow. Then you worrying the heck out of the doctors. Then they do some blood work and something come up on the blood work, and now, well, we got to do this test. We got to do this. Yeah. You got people in rehab. I was in rehab for, 3-4 months? Looking out the window. Watching the cars go by. Watching the trees and the birds. Yeah. When they told me I can, my people can wheel me out, I was so glad to get outside. Can y'all please take me outside. I was so glad. So glad. Yeah. Yeah, that's why a lot of these people need to go outside and touch the tree and hug the tree and touch the grass. Yeah. You don't know until you get in that situation. You don't know. I was so glad Monday, and I don't know when my back gonna start feeling better. But I was telling my doctor yesterday, a whole different doctor. I say, you ain't never gave me that many. Y'all ain't never gave me that kind of good drugs. I say when I left there, I was still drunk, and I was agitated and irritated. And when I read on the paper, that's what it said. I would be irritated. I could get agitated. I hope not to weight gain and stuff like that, because it was steroids. And so, yeah, and I had to take some medicine, Tylenol, and then I kind of calmed down, and I ended up taking a nap. I didn't eat for 2 days. Sunday, I couldn't have nothing but clear stuff. Monday, we went to Luby's when we left. I didn't eat that food till Tuesday. Solid food. I ate a fourth of the chicken, and then I had a fourth left, and I ate the rest of it today. Yeah. So, I just can't wait till I start feeling better. But anyway, y'all, with that being said, I'm Classy Lady. Make sure you hit the like button. You can also do a super thanks after the chat is over. It's a heart with a little dollar sign. While I'm talking, you also can do the super chat, super stickers, and you could become a member. Thank you for my 2 new members tonight. I greatly appreciate it. Y'all just don't know. Make me feel good. And all of the super thanks. Super thanks is the little gift box at the bottom that you can also do whatever little emoji you want, and it counts as a gift as well. So thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm going to church tomorrow, and my dad, I just got them, he want me to pick him up. Ain't that something? See, I guess I offered. So I have to pick him up, go get my clothes from my godmother, and we're going to church. So I may try to come live. I can hear him fussing. You on that phone and you driving. So I may try to do a ride along coming from church. Or I may just wait till I drop him off. But he ain't but 7 miles from me. And come on, it may be like 8:30 or something, depending on what time we get out of church. Do a ride along from his house to my house. And then talk to y'all, finish talking to y'all in the garage. So I don't know how to go. But anyway, yeah. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get on at 8:30ish coming home. If not, I'm gonna come on tomorrow night regardless. So whether it's 8 o'clock, 8:30, yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all again. I love y'all. Y'all have become my family. Y'all that are just coming in, hit the like button. I greatly appreciate y'all. And Classy Lady, we'll see y'all tomorrow at some time after 8 o'clock. Later.